Asava and Arista, they are also called as medicated wines, and these are the fermented preparation. Asava is prepared by infusion and Arista is prepared by decoction. As per Ayurvedic formulary of India, Asava and Arista are defined as these are the medicinal preparations made by soaking the drug either in powder form or in the form of decoction in a solution of sugar or jaggery as the case may be for a specific period of time during which it undergoes a process of fermentation generating alcohol. This facilitating the extraction of active constituents from the crude drug. So, any Asava and Arista contain main herb, flavoring agent, fermentation initiator, and sweetener. This is the example of Kankasav. In Kankasav, Dhatura metal. In Kankasav, Dhatura metal is used as a main drug. All parts of Dhatura metal is used here for making of Asava. So this is main drug. Pipli and Sunt is used as a flavoring agent. Sugar and honey is used as a sweetener, whereas Dhataki flower, which is obtained from Urfordia fruticosa, is used as a fermentation initiator. And it is reported that 7 different types of this culture are present in Dhataki flower, and which is a natural fermenting agent. So, method of preparation. First, we need an earthen pot. The earthen pot should, as per Ayurvedic text, the earthen pot should be like the fruit of bakul. This is the fruit of bakul, like this shape is reported in the traditional literature. So first we have to prepare this earthen pot. So first we have to check this earthen pot whether any crack or the hole is present in the pot. So we can fill it with the water and we can keep it for a day, whereby we can check that if the level of water is reduced, that means some crack and hole is present. So this is not suitable for storing the material. Then we need to change it, and if it is not showing any crack or the hole, then we can use it. Then dry it. So after checking, dry it, and once it is dried, then we have to sterilize it. And as per Ayurveda, we can sterilize it by using the pipli. Pipli is burned, and the fumes, the pot is kept in the inverted position over this pipli fumes, and these pipli fumes will help to sterilize the inner wall of the inner side of the pot will be sterilized by pipli fumes. Once it is done, we are going to smear the inner wall of earthen pot with ghee. So the holes which are present, the small holes which are present inside, it will be filled with the ghee, and then ghee will not allow the aqueous preparations which we are going to pour in this earthen pot to go in the pores. So first we took earthen pot, we checked it for the cracks and the holes, then we dried it, then we sterilized it, and then we smear it with ghee. Once it is done, we will be putting the preparations. So in case of Asava, as we already saw, Asava is infusion. So we are taking main drug and powder it. Powder should not be so fine. If it is fine, then it will be difficult to filter the powder from the final preparation. So coarse powder we want. If other powders, other drugs are mentioned there, other than sweetener, flavoring agent, and fermenting initiator, that is also be taken. Powder it, add in water, the specified quantity, then dissolve sweetener, sugar or honey in water, and add this dissolved liquid of the sweetener in a earthen pot, where we have already added the powder of the main herbs and other herbs. Then we'll be adding the powder of flavoring agent, and finally we'll be adding the powder of fermentation initiator, that is Dhataki Pushpa. And if it is not Dhataki Pushpa is not available, then Madhuka Pushpa can be added. But we have to follow the Ayurvedic text, the literature process for preparation of Asava and Arishta. So in case of Asava, we take the powders of main herbs and the other herbs, flavoring agent, and the Dhataki Pushpa or Madhuka flower. And then in a water, and then we took sugar, we dissolved in water, and we added this into the powder which is already in the earthen pot. And once it is done, we are going to keep the lid over it, and the edge of earthen pot and the lid should be closed properly with the cloth which is smeared with the clay. So 7 layers we have to apply on this pot and the lid, and we have to close it. Once it is done, we'll be keeping it in the paddy or in the pit in a soil for the specified period. While filling this into the earthen pot, we have to fill it 3/4, right? We have to keep some space. So there is, as the fermentation process will initiate, then it will the level will go up. And if we are completely filling it, then it can ooze out, it can break the lid, it can break the earthen pot, right? So if we are keeping it 3/4, so the space is there whereby this level can get easily adjusted. And we have to keep it in a place where there should not be temperature or there should not be light. So fermentation will happen it. Fermentation is anaerobic condition, and oxygen is not there. So microorganisms, this sugar or the sweetener will act as a nutrient to the microorganisms, and whereby they will be breaking this sugar into alcohol and CO2. And this will be exothermic reaction, and this exothermic reaction takes the care of inner temperature of this earthen pot. And in case of Arishta, it is a decoction. So here we are taking main herb or the other powders which are mentioned, other than the sweetener and the flavoring agent and fermenting initiator. We are taking those powders and we are making the decoction of it. Then after that, we'll be adding it into the earthen pot. Then we are dissolving sugar in water, and we can boil it also, or just dissolve it and pour it into a decoction, prepared decoction. Then after that, we are making the powder of flavoring agent, and without boiling, we are adding this flavoring agent in the earthen pot where we already added the decoction and sugar. And finally, we are going to make the powder of fermenting initiator, that is Dhataki Pushpa or Madhuka flower, and this we are going to put into the mixture. So in case of Asava, we took the powders together and we added in water and in the earthen pot. Whereas in case of Arishta, we just prepared the decoctions of the main herbs and the other powders other than sweetener, flavoring agents and fermentation initiator, and then we just added the powders of flavoring agent and fermenting initiator, Dhataki flowers or Madhuka flower, without heating it. And same the process, like put in the earthen pot, cover the lid and then smear it with the clay cloth and keep it for the specified period in a paddy or in a soil, in a pit. And after that, after specified period, remove it, filter it, and our Asava Arishta is ready. We have to keep it in the amber color bottle. So as it is self-alcohol generated formulation, so alcohol is generated there. As there is from sugar, we are getting alcohol and carbon dioxide. And the evaluation methods as per the guidelines: alcohol content, then the pH, total solid content, specific gravity, take the TLC and HPTLC for the ingredients, main ingredients which we have used. Then the heavy metals, lead, cadmium, arsenic, and microbial contamination. Total bacterial content, fungal content can be determined. Advantages of these formulations: as it is alcohol generated formulation, so it has an enhanced shelf life, right? We don't need to use any preservative in this. then already it is fermented, so it helps in the assimilation, as heating and digestion is already done by the microorganisms. Sometimes some vitamins like vitamin B is formed in the preparation by the fermentation. Biotransformation may happen in the formulation where by these microorganisms, and these microorganisms can act as a probiotic. Some of the examples are Arvindasa, which is appetizer; Putajarishta is for fever and dysentery; Kumari Asa, which is for liver and menstrual disorder; and Abhayarishta, it's used as a laxative. Thank you.